Hi, I'm Charlie Saccarelli from Chadwick Optical, and today we're going to talk about how to use a magnifier. So I have here a couple of magnifiers from SCHWEIZER, and the thing that magnifiers do is they have a focal length. So I don't know if you remember as a kid, you may have used a magnifier of some sort to burn an ant or a piece of paper or something like that. So what happens is if you picture light coming through these, the light then focuses at a single point. And if you do that, I could use this very magnifier in the sun to set something on fire. But we don't want to use it for that. We want to use it to make things look bigger. So what you want to do is you don't want to focus it where that light focuses to a point. You want to go a little bit lower than that so that you have a full field of view and so that everything looks bigger. Now, one of the challenges, especially, so this is called an 8 diopter magnifier. So in general, the focal length of a magnifier is 1/8. So for an 8 diopter, it would be 1/8 of a meter, which would be about 12 centimeters. So compare that to this one, which is a 39 diopter, and the focal length is 1/39 of a meter. So it's very, very short focal length. Now, with a shorter focal length, you'll also have a shorter field of view. And when you do get into these stronger magnifiers, there's an interesting phenomenon that can occur that you want to make sure you are cognizant of. So remember how I was saying that the rays come in and then they come in into a focus? So what happens when you pull this past its focal distance? What happens is the rays actually flip and everything looks upside down. So with a magnifier, you want to hold it short of its focal distance so that you get the maximum amount of magnification, the maximum field of view, and that's how you use a magnifier. The other thing that's interesting is various companies make magnifiers, and the way the lenses are made is via injection molding. So that's the majority of magnifiers. Some of them are glass, which is not injection molded, but if it is an acrylic magnifier, which is going to be much lighter weight, those lenses are injection molded. And the interesting thing about injection molding is how the tooling works and how lenses are made in batches. And the calibration of the tooling is critical on how quality the lens is going to be. So the cool thing about SCHWEIZER, and the reason that we love SCHWEIZER here, is that they actually repolish and rework their molds on regular intervals, and they have an internal shop that will recalibrate their molds very frequently. If you compare that to other factories that may not have very consistent calibrations, there's a good chance that your magnifier might not be what it's labeled as. So it is important to go with a magnifier that's made with quality and with precision and with calibration, because otherwise you don't know if an 8 diopter is actually an 8 diopter, and you may also see aberrations in the lens that have developed in the mold over time. So that's me, and that's the video for today. Thank you.